Alright, everyone, welcome to another Wildwitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildwitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. Now we create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. Tonight we're playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign spanning across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us, with us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. So like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bring all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now we can introduce our courageous and daring heroes as an offer has been made and yet to have been taken. And we'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
Alright, I'm looking forward to this one. And by that I mean the offer. My lore is just lore. I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you rarely have ever seen before. He's taller than most, and he's stronger than most. And he has light, subtly gray skin that's covered with runic tattoos and a chaotic mop of red hair, and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like embers. So, Haven could probably stay here at the forge for days. I know he's not there this instant, but he could probably stay for days. Because he's missing smithing. I mean, sure, there's something satisfying in using the weapons that he's created for their intended purpose, but it's the creation of those weapons and other items that he really enjoys the most. So once all of this saga is complete, once he finds his sister, once he goes back home, then he'll be able to get back to working on his craft. He's looking forward to a few hundred years of learning from masters and perfecting his own technique. But really it's such a short amount of time. So, I don't know, who knows? Maybe he could work out a deal with one of the devils, like this Mahadi character, a few extra decades of his life in exchange for rendering crafting services for those decades. But that's probably not nearly a sweet enough deal for these greedy devils.
Contract with Mahadi, you say? Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Saren?
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Saren Starseeker, an Astro Elf Divine Soul Sorcerer, who is becoming more and more comfortable with his newfound magic powers that he suddenly gained, and might have a surprise or two up his sleeve still. This week's fun fact is that this wandering emporium reminds Saren a bit of the trading outposts in Wild Space, where he and his parents would walk through the aisles of booths, looking for the best deals for supplies. His mother usually handled all the haggling, and his father never really had a taste for that.
Alright, next up for our introductions, let's learn of Melioris.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melioris Bryn. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow, Gloomstalker ranger with white hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Melioris is pertaining to why she favors scimitars. She actually trained with her father using a wide variety of weapons, and scimitars became the clear frontrunners. They feel like extensions of her arms, and when she transitions through her valvular motions, everything is fluid and natural. Slicing movements feel more natural and graceful than stabbing motions. But don't imply that she's just trying to copy Drizzt. There can be more than one dual scimitar wielding drow ranger that hates Lulth. So don't insult her intelligence. But actually, Drizzt was one of her idols when she was growing up. But she's her own person, and she came to these decisions by herself.
Trist, my beloved. Amazing. And then last but not least, let's learn about Magda.
Hi, I'm Ridian. I play Magda, who is a UNT Pure Blood Paladin, level 8. She is like at the she's in her late teens. And she's kind of has the young sister vibe. Um, she wants the approval of her friends, making sure she's doing the right thing, but can't keep her hands to herself. Right now, she's getting a haircut, and she's excited.
All right. Then, with no further ado, let's dive into our session. Which, we'll put some people on the ground. So, bam. Bam.
My gosh, Xana is huge.
Well, I mean, this is a large creature.
Yeah.
Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Well, dire wolf.
Well, it's a
Adjacent.
hellhound.
It's something.
He has your eyes, Magda.
Alright, so, as we are starting this out, I do want to say that chat has redeemed a +1 AC for the rest of the session, so enjoy that while you can. Don't worry about it. But, yes, so Magda and Haven have gone to... Where did it go? To Bernie the barber. And she has agreed to give a shampoo and cut to both Magda and Zeta. Starting with Magda first, because Bernie is not really trained to do animals. And charges by the head. So with Zeta having 2 heads at this moment, it'll be costing a little more.
That is me.
That
Okay.
was explained to you last session,
Yes, but I'm old and I can't remember stuff.
which is why I remember it.
Dang it, Pat. Okay, how much gold is that?
That will be for 1 gold piece for each service that involves grooming.
Okay, so that's 3 silver.
1 gold piece.
3 silver.
So, and this is for every service that involves grooming. So if you're getting shampoo and cut, that is 6 gold pieces.
No, I'm gonna get a shampoo for myself and just a cut for the boys.
Okay. So then 3 gold across the board.
No. A shampoo and a cut for myself. So that's
Okay.
4 gold across.
4 gold across the board.
OMG.
So, but yeah, it's, Bernie is very much, experienced. She takes well to, shampoo and cutting, going through with a practiced, speed, but a steady hand. And soon, Magda, you have a well-tended to style. It won't be damp very long, she'll tell you, because, it's hot as hell's here. And then we'll, attempt to cut on Zeta, and I'm gonna roll for this one, actually. Oh, I should probably change my dice to be something more fitting. What dice do I want? So, well, Zeta's hair is definitely shorter after this, but there is a certain skill set that you get as a groomer for animals that Bernie unfortunately does not have. So,
Yeah, it's fine. I don't expect it to be all even. It's okay. That's a little bit more uneven. Okay, that's tufts of hair. That can you grab that one tall, long piece on top of his head? He looks like a nerd. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Maybe the shears just need to be sharpened. I could probably help with that.
I assure you my shears are sharp enough. Were you looking for a cut as well, sir?
No, I'm fine.
And is there anything else that I can provide for you this day? As she looks across the three of you.
No, I'm good. This is great. My head feels so nice. It's nice being all cool and cleaned and whatnot. How long have you been here? Do you like it here?
I've been here for quite some time, and it's serviceable. There are better places I've been, but I can imagine there are worse to be either.
Who cuts your hair? Do you want me to cut your hair? Because I bet nobody offers to cut your hair.
As you offer the Dragonborn a haircut, she just gives a chuckle.
Oh, yeah, you really don't have hair, do you? Sorry. Okay, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. You look fantastic. Do you want to scrub? You want me to scrub your back?
No, thank
Maybe
you.
I need to excuse myself.
I do appreciate your offers of being polite, but I have friends enough that help take care of me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Your scales looks really nice. Thank you for the haircut. I appreciate it. And Zeta likes it too.
And she'll wave you off, politely. Does not seem to be offended.
As we walk out, Haven's gonna whisper to Magda, "Were you flirting with her?"
No, I mean, can you imagine? Like, if you, it's like, okay, you are a hairstylist, but you can't see the back of your head, so you don't know what it looks like. So I was offering, and then also with this, you can't clean the back really nice, so you need a second person to, especially with the scales, you got to scrub it really hard. So I was just offering to be nice. Why? Was that wrong?
Just not used to being so nice to others. I thought maybe you wanted something in return.
Oh no, I thought she did a great job, and then she offered to cut Sarah's hair, which not many people actually want to cut, Hellhound's hair. So I thought I would just go ahead and ask.
Well, then I guess it's your lucky day.
Yeah, that was really good. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Do I look good? Does it look good?
It's comfortable.
Okay, okay, that's cool.
All right.
And I mumble, comfortable. That's from comfortable. That's the weirdest compliment ever. I just mumbled that underneath my breath.
As Haven like reaches up under his mop of hair and like just feels like the sweat like beating up underneath on the under layers. Because Magda got a mohawk, right?
Yeah,
Much more comfortable.
yeah.
So, Saren and Mel, you would see where Haven, Magda, and Zeta come out from one of the tents. Magda looking a new person.
Yep, I run over. I go, look at the hair. Look at the hair. What do you think? What do you think?
Quite the statement.
Thank you. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
I think they had more fun than we had.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Why? What you guys do?
We had a talk with Mahadi. It's not great news. The individual that I'm supposed to deliver this thing in my head to, which I'm pretty sure means I need to carve it into his skin. I wasn't able. Proximity didn't help. I got close to him. Nothing happened. It's devils after all, but I can't do anything to him while he's in the spa. And I don't think he's leaving anytime soon, because he's just sitting there running up a bill. I think he knows that there's other people after him.
I have a question. Does it have to be carved, or does the symbol just have to be on his body?
I feel like it needs to be carved.
It can't be like burned
Okay.
on there?
Well, that might work also, but I think it needs to be a forcible application.
Right. So,
And
you
it's,
know,
Right.
permanent.
right. So Haven has, great skills with the smithing tools, right? What if, like sounds like sometimes when you own a livestock and you want to go ahead and say, hey, that livestock's mine, and they go ahead and do a brand. Do you want to see if Haven can go ahead and make the brand, and then we just go ahead and sear him on
They
his
won't
skin?
let me use the forge, though. We've already asked.
I mean, he's got to
And-
sleep, right?
Remember that there is the sign outside that says no fighting, no spellcasting, no exceptions.
I mean, is it really fighting though when you go ahead and stab somebody, well, sear somebody with a burning poker?
Depends on if they
He's
fight back.
gonna like it.
We might get
I
lucky.
don't think he's just gonna sit there and take it. I mean, maybe that's his thing. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but I just have my suspicions that that is not going to be the case.
Yeah, so bit of a difficult end there. He wasn't even interested in me paying his balance and forcing him out. But he gave another option.
You did. You should have actually said that. Okay, what's the other option?
He wants, in exchange for wiping out my current deal, he wants me to procure for him some sort of hand.
Like a random hand?
Oh,
Not a
first
random
a
one.
tooth, now a hand.
It's
Next some toes.
I don't really have the details, but it's sounds to be some sort of powerful magical artifact or something.
A hand.
A hand.
Okay, so how long do we have to get your thing with your brand thing on this guy? How long do we have that?
Unknown.
Okay, so we make the deal and then we go get the artifact.
Well, that sure sounds simple.
It's easy for you, but it's not your deal, Bagda.
Oh, I'm
We
sorry.
don't know. We look where we are, and if someone is in possession of a powerful magical artifact, I don't imagine they'll be willing to give it up. So I don't really know what I'm signing up for.
Well, if you look at certain somebody's face, it looks pretty diabolical. Maybe making another deal may be fun, but quite hard. But this is D&D after all. Okay, so what are you thinking?
Well, I feel like Mahadi is forcing me down that path, as he's got control of the recipient of this thing that I can't impart on them while they're under his protection, and he's offering to wipe that out in exchange for something else. But that was pretty much the only presentation of what the deal is. There could be more. There could be some other stipulations. He may be willing to make some concessions as well. I'm not sure.
Can we get our hands on a sleeping potion?
Is that a hand pun?
Does that count?
It wasn't intended to be.
Would that violate the rules of the spa?
It's not fighting, and it's not magic. If we could get the guy asleep, we can't take him away because he's got a tab, so they would have a problem with that. But if we could somehow like knock him out without hitting him really hard or using magic, then we could maybe quickly just put the mark on him and then leave. I don't know.
I feel like carving a mark into even an unconscious person would be looked upon unfavorably. This place seems useful, and we could probably go in there, carve him up, and then we wouldn't ever be able to come back here.
Is there any fine print on that sign? Can I go look at the sign?
There's only
Any,
3 statements on the
hidden
sign.
clauses?
No fighting, no spellcasting, no exceptions.
I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like really tiny print forming a border around it, like the Scott Calvin card in the Santa Claus, where like if you look at it, there's like all the stipulations.
Yeah, no, this one is very straightforward. It seems that the real contracts are once you step into Infernal Rapture, as you remember.
Does the sign come off?
Do you want to try messing with the sign?
I don't want to mess. I just try to lift it off the hinge so I can see it closer because I have
As
vision issues.
you put your hands on the sign to lift it up, a hand falls on your shoulder. And Mahadi is present.
Hi, Mahadi.
Little friend,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to remove your hands from the sign.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hi.
Hello.
Can I ask you a question?
You are welcome to ask me questions.
Okay. So if we wanted to borrow a person, hit like on a. Okay. So if we were to create like an extra dimension place within there and
They
borrow
would
somebody
be
for
leaving the Infernal Rapture, which means that they have signed an agreement that if they leave the Infernal Rapture, they must pay their tab.
Does it have to be a specific hand, or can it be like a magical hand?
This
Does it have?
this artifact has details that have been discussed in privacy. They will not be discussed elsewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Do you like my hair?
It is fitting.
Thank you.
Do think about the offer, Saren. And Mahadi will walk back, disappearing in the crowd.
I feel like Mahadi knew that someone would be coming for this person in the spa, and had just been waiting to pluck them away from one deal and bind them to another.
What if Mahadi is who gave you the deal in the first place?
I suppose that's not impossible. A double baited trap, perhaps?
Whoa, that sucks. Okay, so what do you want to do?
I'm not sure I have much of a choice here.
Okay. Well, I'll help you.
Well, you don't have to. It's my life on the line, but I appreciate any help you could give.
Saren, of course
Yeah,
I'll help you.
Well, I do appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Okay. But perhaps there's still room in this deal to balance it out. Or at least make it feasible. Because we don't know what we're signing up for.
There seems to be a lot of unclear things in what I recall Mahadi laying out in the deal. Like I think you mentioned last time, he sent other people looking for this thing. So what happens to this deal you're making with him if someone else finds it first and brings it to him?
Well,
There's not. It's a poorly written contract. I'm
yeah,
just gonna come right out and say it.
yeah, I'm not sure we have all of the details hammered out yet, but essentially he said there's a magical hand. I want you to find it and bring it to me, and then you're off the hook. Very vague, probably
How
intentional.
does he? Yeah, how does he know the other devil that you signed the original contract with? And how do you know? How does he know he can wipe that one clean? Like it never happened. There's like a lot of things here that is just hand wavy. Like, oh, don't think about it too hard. Just go and do the thing I want you to do.
Right. Well, either way, that character in the spa is essentially untouchable. And Mahadi seems content letting him remain that way.
Yeah, this sucks.
He does seem to walk around and hold himself with an air of authority, though.
You know
Alright,
what I wish?
what do you wish, Magda?
You know those two imps who that works for Red Matilda? No.
Mad
What's
Maggie.
Mad Maggie?
God, Maggie.
Who owes us the favors? Imp and Pimp? Nope.
Pins and needles.
Pins and Needles. I wish Pins and Needles will kind of show up and give us some advice of, okay, you know what, Mahadi is like a really powerful person. You should really trust him. Or, oh no, he's only powerful within the, the wandering market. Or, like I feel like we need more information about this guy. Like, is he powerful enough?
Did you see how he just appeared behind you over there?
That's
He
like
then walked
everyday
back over the
music.
table.
My grandmother can do the same thing.
Maybe if you want to find out his power, you should just keep messing with that sign and see where that goes.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
Does your shield know anything about this person?
Oh, hold on 1 second. I go ahead and put the shield right on the table because it
Oops,
looks like
Haven
we're at a
steps back
table.
from that.
And then I go ahead and wipe it off the little thing. And I kind of, it's a shiny surface. Look at my new hair. Yep. Looks very cool. I go, excuse me, hidden lord. Hello? Yeah, it's not talking to me.
Roll an insight check.
Nine.
He just doesn't seem conversational.
Maybe be direct instead of just saying like, "Are you there?" Go right to the point and ask the question you want the answer to, or don't even ask it as a question. Show strength. Give a statement like, "Tell me about so and so." I
Yeah,
don't know.
Yeah.
just throw it in the forge and smelt it down instead. See what happens.
You wield the
No.
shield, not the other way around.
Right.
You're
Okay.
the boss.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Tell me about Mahadi. Is he as powerful as he pretends to be?
There is a growl that you can hear in your voice, or in your mind, Magda, and as a long slumbering entity responds. There is no pretending when it comes to the lapdog of the old hoof.
Oh, that was really cryptic.
Roll for me a religion check.
14. Yes, I'm a paladin with a -1 in religion.
There's something to it, but it's not coming to your mind.
Did you get anything, Magda?
I think I may have peed a little. Okay, so well, there was like a really growly voice just talking in my head.
Oh,
So
okay, okay. I'm sorry.
they said, there is no pretending. I think it said, there is no pretending for the servant of the great hoof. Hoof? I don't know. He was like growly and I got afraid. What did he say? I'm sorry,
There's
what did he say?
no pretending for the lapdog of the old hoof.
Yes, I see that.
I'll ask for religion checks from everybody else.
Worse. Why do you laugh at my dice?
That
I got
tracks.
a natural 1 plus 0 for a 1.
I'm with you, Mel.
Saren, like Magda, there's something there, but it's just not coming to you. It's almost familiar.
Can I grab the closest person to me and be like, hey, what's the old hoof?
Yeah, as you grab the person, give me an intimidation check. You were just grabbing someone randomly.
21.
I mean, I think the only thing I had like that is, the old hoof and horn. And as that said, Sarah and Magda, it comes to you. Old Hoof and Horn is one of the titles of Asmodeus, Lord of the Ninth.
Yeah, it may be referring to the Lord of the Ninth Circle of Hell, Asmodeus.
Okay, I think I need to go to the bathroom, please.
Do they have bathrooms? They got little porta potties here.
There's like tents that have holes in the ground.
Oh, latrines, nice.
Okay, I'll be right
Place is
back.
classy.
There you go. Oh my god, he's more there. Okay, I should have not touched that sign.
Did Magda take the shield to the latrine with her?
No, I think I just need to go and I just grabbed myself and then I just walked off and the shield is right on the table.
Really? She probably shouldn't just be leaving this thing laying around now.
I'm sure she'll be right back. But it sounds as though Mahadi is very close with an extremely powerful being. So perhaps he would have the power to cancel one deal in favor of another.
So why doesn't he have the power to just go get this hand on his own?
Well, maybe he doesn't have the time, or I don't know. That's probably not a good sign that he's not doing it on his own. Not a good sign for us. But maybe he just simply doesn't know where it is.
What incentive is there for him to go and do it himself when he could get a bunch of people's souls in exchange for killing?
A win-win for him.
Devils don't do anything for themselves. I feel. I don't actually know. I'm in a weird mood today, guys. Maybe I'm just jealous that I didn't get a chance to have my hair did.
Well,
I mean, Birdie's shop's right over there, and Haven like nods his head to the side. Is her name Birdie? Bernie.
Bernie, yep.
I come back and is there like a tent where they serve alcohol?
I think the only place to get a decent meal would be within the...
He served tea and coffee.
That's right, they only serve tea and coffee. I remember the menu.
Yeah, but they don't have
right.
like
It's burned into my brain.
it's like we're sitting on tables and chairs. They don't serve any food or snacks or alcohol. What kind of
No.
place is this?
What the hell?
It's
Devils
the
don't
Hells. Yeah. The closest thing that you can see to what could be alcohol is these flasks of dark, thick liquid being sold by a figure with tentacles, with fingers at the end, and ears that have left his head for whatever reasons.
Left his head?
Yeah,
like
so
orbiting.
so you don't see any ears on his head at all. Other than that, he looks human. No ears, tentacles with fingers at the end.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you know, like humans look like.
Everything else about him is human.
I'm sorry. What is this?
You're gonna have to speak up, my, slowly. I read lips.
Okay. And I try to slow down and enunciate as best as I can, which I hope that helps. What is this liquid?
Ica. From demons.
Iker from demons. Okay. What does it get? What does it do? Does it get you drunk?
No. Pour it in machines.
Oh, that doesn't sound like. Is there anything that's drinkable that won't kill me?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks. And I come back and I sit down going, this place sucks.
I feel like I have to deal with Mahadi.
One more question. Well, that's probably a lie. I probably have more than one question. I have another question. That's not a lie. Do you get the sense, Aaron, that if we were to leave your guy in the restaurant, go back and let the hag know that, hey, we've got you all covered, and do other things and tie up one loose end before you start anymore, and gives us more time to think? Do you get the sense that things are gonna go real bad for you if you leave this guy here, if you found him and wanted to take more time?
I don't know. Faye, now that I've found the guy, do I feel different? Is this burning thing in my mind behaving differently?
Give me Arcana or an Insight check.
That was almost great. 13.
Saren, your understanding is that you were tasked with this and you felt that need to do it. And so long as you have been moving in the direction of finding this, like looking around, keeping it, front of mind, nothing bad has happened. Now that you're here and you are trying to, figure out this situation, it seems that that's fine, but you think that maybe if you leave, bad things might happen. You don't know what bad things might happen, as you don't know the full nature of, what sort of arcane effects are on, but you think leaving this place without doing something
I'll
counteractive.
I'll turn over to Mel. Well, we've been moving in a favorable direction, and I've found the query. And things have been pretty stable, but I think if I move away from the target, I'm not sure really the best way to refer to the guy. Things won't be as smooth for me, and it is my life on the line.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Sounds like it's Mahadi, or dealing with Mahadi and keeping this place as a resource for us, or making a move in the spa and dealing with whatever consequences that might come with. And now that we know that Mahadi is in league or an agent of Asmodeus, that sounds less desirable. That could mean all of our lives here and now.
Wait. That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Just a slight nod at Haven.
Look. These are much more bigger, powerful creatures than you. You don't want to be messing around with them. You can screw around and find out, but I think it's gonna go terribly unfavorably for you. I think death would be the best option you could have. Knowing these creatures, they can do a lot worse than kill you.
Yeah, I think that's some fair points, Haven. Then Mahadi it is, I suppose.
Um, can, ooh, can you get a lot of details so hopefully we can find the hand like quickly, and oh, good luck, Saren.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think since this will be a face-to-face deal, I think hammering out the explicit details should be helpful and clear here.
Yeah, okay, and I touch your arm and then I cast enhance ability on you, for all charisma checks.
As soon as you cast the spell,
Well, we're not inside the infernal thingy!
this is inside the Wandering Emporium.
Did it say inside the Wandering Emporium?
On the chains outside the Wandering Emporium.
I would like to retcon.
Okay. I'll allow the retcon.
Thank you. Okay, Rydia would like to do the duty dance now, please. No, just kidding. Okay, sorry.
Everyone's like, wait, no!
We all cover her mouth like cartoon style.
Yeah.
3 hands.
Pin her arms down so she can't do the somatic.
I cast counterspell. Wait, I don't even have it. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, then I'll go have another chat here with Mahadi.
Yeah. Aaron, we'll support you, whatever you decide, because it's not my call. So I'll support whatever it is. I just want to make sure that you're adequately represented in your end of this contract and that you have appropriate assurances that this will wipe the other slate clean and that you're still not going to be on the hook for that through some loophole or wishy-washy language.
I agree. That should be among the first conditions. And Saren will
T&Cs
rise.
are important.
Absolutely. Saren will rise and go back to wherever he spoke with Mahadi previously. I'm not sure which tent it was.
Alright, so to enter into the Infernal Rapture.
Oh, he's in there.
Yes,
On track time.
that's where you can always find Mahadi.
What if I just go touch the sign? He'll show up.
You do anything that sort of toes the line of breaking the rules, and he'll show up. So, Infernal Rapture, and
Oh,
Ooh. You didn't tell me there was a bubble
it's
bath
a
in
portal?
it's a portal. The Infernal Rapture is a different dimension, so
here. It's a spa,
Oh.
that's right.
That bed looks comfy.
Alright, and since we are dealing with a private meeting with Mahari, we are going to get you in here. Oh, let me just... for reasons. There we go. Alright. And so good to see you again, Sarah.
Why, thank you. It's a pleasure to see you as well. I think we have business to discuss.
And he'll lean forward a bit in the chair.
It seems that your offer to void my current contract is desirable by me at this point. But I would like to make sure that whatever contract you and I enter to is explicitly clear.
As it should be.
Very good. So, do you have conditions in mind? And will there be an actual signing of papers? I didn't have that luxury previously.
That is one way that it can be done. Admittedly, it's preferable. I have done the song in past, and I do not like having it stuck in my mind.
Very well. Well, where can we find some parchment?
Do not worry. I will conjure it in time once we have discussed everything.
Okay. Does it make sense for the first condition to void my current deal? Upon agreement of entering into a contract with you.
Upon signing the contract with me, your previous deal will be rendered null. As if never even here.
Oh, and what assurances do I have that you have the authority to make that condition reality?
As I said, I am quite assured in my standing. Trust in me. There are not many figures down here that you can trust.
Slight eyebrow raise. Very well. And the second condition then?
I am assuming that you are making your demands right now. I will put forth what I demand of you, and we will negotiate.
Okay. Very very well. Well, your next condition, I assume, is to locate this magical artifact hand. Is that correct?
As we discussed, that is what I desire.
And then the third condition would be to deliver it to you.
I would be remiss to not include the deliverance.
That makes sense. I propose a condition on my end between those two. As I am not a native denizen of this plane, I don't know what or where, what guards this hand, or who owns it now, or where it might be. So once the location has been determined, what I would like from you is the promise of reasonable assistance in obtaining it, if d- if deemed necessary.
And who deems the assistance necessary?
Well, I think we would be able to agree upon that. Essentially, I would agree to finding and delivering, but perhaps another negotiation period in between those steps so that we can agree on what's necessary to actually accomplish this. There's a lot of very powerful beings around here, and I don't know who may or may not have it, and maybe you don't know either. So I think us having another discussion at that point, while still being under contract to deliver it, seems beneficial to both of us.
A counter. Seeing that you are not native here, and you do not know the strengths of who exist, not yet at least, and I may have a better understanding. You allow me the ability to scry on you without resistance, and when you are in need of evaluation upon finding this artifact, I will see if you are in requirement of assistance.
Well, I think you having the ability to see where I am and what I'm dealing with makes sense so that you can see it for yourself. But I do feel that a two-way discussion would make this deal possible for both of us. And maybe it's just lying around and no one's giving it a care. Yeah, obviously, in that sense, no assistance would be necessary. But who knows? A very powerful being may have this and be using it, or maybe there's other people coveting it as well. Um,
Undoubtedly.
well, perhaps the chances are low, but my guess is since this is a powerful magical artifact, someone already has it. And if you want it, and I want to bring it to you so that we're both happy, it should be a two-way discussion. But I don't think that discussion could occur without without us both having all of the information.
As you put this information, roll for me a persuasion roll.
Oh, you don't have advantage because I couldn't cast it. Good luck.
25.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
25. I will keep your 25 in mind, as we have an ad break coming up here. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story and our negotiations. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us at Will Witch RP. Another great way of directly supporting us is donations to my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen in our chat room. Donations also help keep our games affordable. So, hang out with us, support us how you can, and we will see you very soon. All right. We return after a 25 persuasion check. Well, I see your desire for a conversation. If you find the artifact, and it is in the hands of someone else, I do not believe there will be much time to facilitate a meeting. I can provide perhaps a way to contact me in such a manner that is more instantaneous. Would that suffice?
Perhaps. If there's not time for a meeting, then what time would there be for you to deliver assistance? If necessary, of course.
A back and forth of conversation between eyes requires getting you away from where you are, finding a place to talk, getting you back, providing assistance. Snap of my finger.
Well, so you're saying that you give me some device that puts up some sort of magical smoke signal that would tell you to, hey, it's time to take a look at my friend Saren. You can assess the situation and then provide what you alone believe to be reasonable help.
No, you misunderstand. I provide you a way to contact me, so you can tell me how much help you think you need. Then I look
Ah,
in on the situation, and I decide if you really need that much help. And if you need some, I provide some. If you don't, I tell you.
well, that would certainly cut down on the time of us trying to find you again, since I know this is a mobile emporium. That sounds like it would cover our interaction of having a discussion much faster than I assumed that maybe we could, but maybe I underestimated your power, which I apologize for.
There are plentiful of creatures that can be spawned from the ground. Now, you have presented things that we have discussed and things that you wish to amend, which means now I must provide my own amendments as well as I see fit.
Very well.
Providing you with such direct access to me at the time of your convenience. Very high privilege. Not many people get that. There are certain assurances I would like to make that in our contract.
What would that be? A time frame?
Hmm, not so much. I am a patient man. As long as you are working towards the goal that has been agreed upon, I am fine to wait. Of course, you know that should you not achieve your task, your soul will be forfeit.
As appears to be the same condition of my current contract, yes.
Current contract has given you life. This is different. An assurance of mine will indeed tie to your life. Each time you come to death, no unconsciousness, but true death, I will bring you back. However, For each time I bring you back, that is another service that you are in debt to me.
Well, perhaps I just won't have to let that happen then.
I like that. Less resources on my end, of course, in such a manner. And it provides for you a drive to complete the task.
That is not unreasonable, Mahadi.
As I said, I am perhaps one of the most reasonable figures out here.
Do you expect the hand to be acquired upon my first sighting of it? Again, depending on the situation, that may not be feasible.
First sighting, perhaps not. But too frequent of contact without acquisition will breed suspicion.
That's not unreasonable either. Again, if you don't know who has it or where it is, then it could require some reasonable level of planning. Should we need to, or I need to, forcibly acquire it?
In that case, I would ask that you keep me in the loop, so to say.
I think that should be uh, easy to accomplish.
Especially with your previous demand.
Well, yes, you've promised or will provide the means to do so. I think that is easily accomplished. You could even add that as a condition if you wish.
I will put faith in you.
Very well. I don't want to bother you with unnecessary details. As you said, open access to you is a rare thing that you're granting, and I don't want to abuse it. So I'll make sure to responsibly wield that.
Then I believe we are in accordance.
I believe we are.
With a snap of his fingers, smoke begins to fill and fire burns upwards in the empty space, leaving behind this floating vellum scroll, and upon it, this fresh dripping blood, sealing the words that have been discussed here into a full contract.
I will read it carefully and make sure that there is nothing that we didn't discuss or agree to.
He has added no hidden clauses. Your soul is forfeit upon failure. Each time that you require a full revival, you are once more another service indebted to him, as he will provide the means to bring you back. The provision of conversation methods in the case that you require assistance to acquire the artifact. The discovery and acquisition and deliverance of said artifact to Mahadi. Everything standard.
And it clearly says that upon delivery, if there are no revivals, then we're good. We're square.
Correct.
Okay. Then Saren will sign.
You have to sign in your own blood.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Mahadi will also sign in his blood. And as soon as the two of you have signed, the vellum scroll goes up, rolling up, and then flames again. It is now in safe hands until it is completed.
How about the thing in my brain?
You don't feel it anymore, and the image is gone, leaving just a normal memory of it.
I'll just kind of like, internally look at myself and just like give him a little wink. Well, it seems that the first condition has already been met.
As I said, you can trust me.
Well,
And as for our other condition, he pulls his hands towards him and shifts them quickly, turning them over, and you see in both hands small skulls. They seem to be identical, or near enough to identical. And there are infernal runes that cover them, in a dried brown color, but seem to not smudge.
and this will allow me to speak with you.
Across any distance.
Okay. Any distance.
Step outside of the infernal rapture and try it.
I'll believe you. No, that'll be all right. And I'll pocket the tiny skull.
All right. Essentially, what you have is a sending stone direct to Mahadi.
Mechanically, is that an action, a bonus action?
Mechanically, there is a item called a sending stone that will have all those details.
Well, I don't know that. I'm new here.
What?
Playing over a year, still pulling the new card.
It's a once a day thing, right? Unless
Sending
it
stone?
changed. Yeah. Did it change?
I don't believe sending stone was ever once a day.
Oh, the ones I have in my home game were once a day. That's not saying anything.
Yeah, I just remember a
I'll
critical
figure it
role
out
one.
later.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, once till the next dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe think of like earrings of message or something.
I was thinking something, but that might have been homebrew for my things.
Well, now it's homebrew in this one, huh?
You can cast sending from it. Well, in the 2024. Yeah, still once per dawn.
Perfect. Then an action. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, then Mahadi. I had one other quick point of business I was wondering if you were interested in. A trade, perhaps, of magical items. Is that something that you're in the business of?
Potentially.
Well, I've got this, and I slap my wand of magic missiles on the table, and I've got this, and I take this helmet of telepathy off, and I put that on the table. Would you be interested in trading these two items of mine for perhaps a magical weapon that you may have in stock?
As he looks at these, roll for me a persuasion roll.
Natural 20.
You have caught me in a good mood. I will agree to such a trade.
Very
Al-
well.
Allow me to see what sort of weaponry I can provide for you. Feel free
Okay.
to wait for me in the restaurant below.
Very well. I will do so, and I'll stand, and I'll go to shake his hand.
Okay. Yeah, he'll return the shake.
How firm is it? Is there like one of those little not firm handshake?
Um,
Can I get a firmness 1 to 10?
How firm is Saren's handshake?
6.
Hold on, I gotta.
Contested sleight of hand.
I need to check something.
The hand seem like it's a different size than the hand like you can see, like he's maybe not human.
Can I get a demonic 1 to 10? Like, what do we got here?
What's his nail situation like?
His nails are impeccable. He's got a nice thin varnish on it. I mean, he owns a spa, so.
They weren't impeccable. I would be judging him so hard right now. No excuses.
Okay, so he has a fairly firm grasp. There's a few calluses on his hand, but they're definitely not as developed as a worker's might be. So he's not just sitting away, lording over everything. He does seem to have his fair share of involvement in certain activities.
All right.
Okay. I just had to check some things. All right, so as you can head back down to the restaurant portion of the Infernal Rapture. Choose where you'd like to sit, of course.
Okay. Where's that guy at? Is he at this table with all the food?
No, he'd be sitting solitary more to himself, so probably closer to where you're at.
All right, well then I will move. I'm gonna just sit here on this little cushion and stare at him.
Sounds good. Alright, and then let me just see certain things. What was it? It was a wand of magic missiles and a helm of comprehend languages?
A helm of detect thought.
Helm of detect thoughts, okay.
I'm sorry, it's a helm of telepathy.
Helm of telepathy.
It's better than a helm of direct thoughts because it can also do suggestion.
Hell yeah. Alright, so while this is happening, let's go outside to Haven, Melioras, Magda. It's been a while since Saren went in. How have you guys been handling that situation? Any conversations? Any games?
Do you
I think
think I
yours is Anthony.
do you think I should maybe trade my shield for Saren's life? Or is that a bad idea?
I don't know if you take it, but I mean, is there harm in asking?
I don't know. Is it harm in giving this guy shield for? Because didn't you guys say something about this being like demonic or devilish or something? I can't
I don't
remember.
trust it.
Right.
That's what the mage said.
And I know you guys don't want me to have it really, because I know I keep like ignoring you guys when you say you shouldn't have it, but Saren is my friend and I don't want him to die. But is he gonna like go, oh, this is like the best shield ever? Maybe like it's important as like the hand that he's searching for.
I, I, I feel like if Mahadi wanted your shield,
Oh,
he
he would have
wouldn't
asked
just
for
let
it.
you walk around here with it without finding a way to get it. Or who knows? Maybe he's finding a way to get it right now.
Oh, I hold it like tightly on my chest. Okay, you're right. Maybe okay, you're right. Okay.
I mean, probably not a good idea for Mahadi to have the shield or the hand, but uh, we're not exactly spoiled for choices
Yeah,
here.
I hope, I hope Sharon's okay.
Melioris is seated so that she's facing the direction that Saren went and is just keeping an eye on things. If there's any weird comings and goings, is there like a group of thugs walking in shortly after he goes in or anything? Like, she's just keeping an eye out. She doesn't like this situation and she's on edge and she's paying attention to the conversation, sort of, but she's focused.
You two really seem like you're looking out for him. Were you guys in cahoots with him back in Baldur's Gate when this all started?
No, I met you guys at that
I
dinner thing, and that was it.
The
didn't know
dinner?
you guys from a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I would do the same thing for you, Sharon. I mean, Haven. Sorry, that was Iridian. Do you want me to wash your hair?
Don't touch my hair.
Okay.
I just feel like we all
You
got
know,
thrown into this in an interesting set of circumstances.
yeah, I mean, I didn't know you guys before, didn't have any idea who you were, but the group of people I work with, we look out for each other. Well, not everyone does, but a good chunk of people do. So I just my standard operating procedure, I guess. You guys are part of my crew for this contract we're on, so trying to look out.
How long have you worked with those people, Mel?
Uh, about I'd say about 6 months now. Still pretty new, but uh, I grew up around them. My family did a lot of work for them, so I haven't been working with them that long myself, but I'm quite familiar with the group.
Are you like a secret assassin, like secret spy, like secret agent?
I was. Would I be able to answer that?
Oh, I don't. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, you're so cool. Would you show me some moves?
You've seen plenty of them.
No, like maybe like can you give me some like directions or give me some pointers?
Yeah, I can show you some of the basic sort of steps to the Vel Veilor.
That's amazing. That'll be cool. That'll. I mean, yeah, that's nothing. That'll be cool if you could do that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, Magda. Sometime we have a few minutes. I'll show you the
Yeah.
first couple of
Okay. Okay.
poses.
That's so cool. By the way, that guy over there, um, uh, he's selling ichor from demons. He said it's good for the engines. I don't know what that means, but I don't know if we need the ichor for our engines or not. But do you also see that humongous vehicle outside, like the one that's bigger than the other ones? We should try to get that one. Oh, we're not allowed to fight. So never mind.
The sign doesn't say anything about stealing,
That way, actually, I bet you sits more
from what I
people.
remember.
I mean, we've already pissed off so many people. I don't think it's good. Okay, never mind.
Maybe
I'm
we
sure.
do need some of that ichor, Magda. Maybe we've got a machine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
I've got the tools. But what if the tools aren't enough?
okay. I'll be right back. I go over and talk to the guy with the tentacly fingers.
I'm gonna go with Magda, because now I'm curious. I want to hear what they have to say.
All right. So
Okay.
Mel mutters, "Man, I wish Alizari was here. She'd know." And then she doesn't move. She stays put where she is.
So while you guys are heading back over to the Demon Ichor guy, back inside of the Infernal Rapture, Saren, you hear the soft footfalls of Mahadi much closer than you may have expected him to be, but as he comes to you,
Ah,
this is what I had been able to procure. And he presents to you an elegant blade with this gently curved handle and a guard that has the shape of a shield.
I kind of scratched my chin, and I think, yeah, I think that will do perfectly.
All right.
And I will rise, and I will take it.
And you should have it now. If you refresh.
Let's try it. Oh, I have it.
You have it.
Cool. All right. All right. Well, Mahadi, I think that concludes my business with you for now. I will set forth on the task we've agreed upon.
Stepping out of the Infernal Rapture will bring you to where it's just a few moments after the duo of Magda and Haven have gone towards the gentleman with the demon ichor. That's the postage. That's the larva. Meaning that's the ichor. Alright. So as Saren exits, Mel, you're able to see where he's at.
Saren will make his way back to the table where everybody was when he left them.
Okay. Only Mel is there.
Where'd the others go?
They went to go to that vendor that was selling the demonic ichor. There's a chance it might be good for the vehicle, so they're gonna look into it. But
That's good planning.
yeah, how did it go in there?
Well, probably as good as it could have. He gave me this, and I'll pull out the little tiny skull. Essentially, I have to find the magical hand, but this will allow us to call for his help if we need it and if he deems it necessary. I wanted to have an additional opportunity to discuss what the help could be, or you know, we just don't know what we're walking into, so having an opportunity to make sure that the task is even feasible, I thought was necessary.
Yeah, it was a good call.
And I've got this, and Saren will slap this on the table. And it's it's an elegant blade, gentle curved handle, and a guard in the shape of a shield. I had that helmet and that wand, and I thought maybe something like this would get more use.
Yeah. What can I tell what kind of blade it is?
A scimitar.
I think maybe
Yeah,
you might get the most use out of it.
Oh. Yeah. I won't say no. Are you sure you're not gonna use it?
No, it's not quite my style. You'll definitely get a lot of use out of this. And he'll just kind of gently slide it over.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna inspect it and look at it.
Give me just
I'm
one
assuming
moment.
I'm impressed with the craftsmanship.
I'll delete it from mine.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be.
All right. Right. Not from here, which is a little frustrating, but it's all right. We make things work.
And as we're walking, like, you know how like the little kids get really excited and then they walk backwards as the adult is like walking? So it's like Haven's walking like as he normally would, and I'm very excited and I'm like walking backwards, staring at him, going, "Oh my god!" So this guy, he can't hear very well, so he's got to read your lips, so you have to talk slowly, and you know, anyway, that's so cool. Hi. Do you think that will really help our vehicle?
I mean, he said it's for vehicles, so I assume it'll help our vehicle.
Okay, that's so cool. And that vehicle over there, that's the big one that I was telling you about. See how it's bigger than the other ones?
Wonder what kind of crew that thing takes.
All right. So, as you approach the tent with all the Iker, you are able to see the figure once more, and oh, hello, business.
Yes, we have questions.
Okay.
Haven, what are our questions?
My companion here says that the Ichor is good for the machines. What exactly is it used for on the machines? Did you hear me?
Can't hear. Ears flew off.
Your ears flew off?
Yes. Grew wings and flew away.
That is so cool.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to talk loud, I just have to talk deliberately.
Do. I gotta find what. Putting in vehicles speed up boost. And also coat weapons.
So it's like coffee for the vehicles. How much?
$100 1 flask.
That's too much, Magda.
Okay, because I turn my head so that he can't read my lips. I have 153 gold. Do you want me to spend some gold?
It's your gold. You could spend it if you want. I'm just not spending my gold on it.
Okay, if you don't think it's worth it, then we won't do it.
I mean, it could come in handy. But I don't know if it's 100 gold handy. But I don't know what else I'm saving my money for down here.
Yeah,
You could have bought that armor with some of your gold. Well, no, you didn't have enough gold for the armor.
Yeah, that was like 7,347 platinum or something. I can't remember. Yeah, I think. Well, let's go ask our friends what they think, and then we go from there. I turn to the guy and go, "Thank you."
Seems fine. Saren's the driver after all.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's back.
Oh. So he's alive at least.
Yeah, that's good to see how he did.
Does he look alive?
He looks the same.
I don't know, throw something at him.
I take out a silver and throw at him.
I'm not throwing because that might be considered fighting.
Oh, sorry.
Don't listen to me baiting you guys. Oh my gosh.
I need to get out of the Wandering Emporium.
I don't know, guys. That creature says that the Ichor is good for speeding up the vehicle or weapons, but it's 100 gold for a flask. I don't think I'm going to spend that kind of money on it. I've already spent enough on those damn smithing tools.
So it speeds up a vehicle?
Yeah.
Or it... Okay.
So it's nothing
what
like
does
it's not
it do?
fuel, it's not fixing, it just speeds it up.
It might be nice to have extra speed in case of emergency. I've got some gold still.
Oh, I got
What
some
does-
gold too.
What does it do for your weapons? Like, is it like a poison?
I don't know. I
Like, does
didn't
it do
ask
extra
that many
damage?
questions, Mel. Ugh. I mean, he's right over there if you guys want to go talk to him. Just make sure he reads lips, he doesn't listen, so you've got to talk deliberately with your mouth, and he has to see you.
His ears grew wings and he flew off.
Huh.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
I hope,
That's
hope that's not like a
common.
magical contagion.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Do you think if his ears flew off, that he hears the ears where the ears are?
Part
That's
of
a
me
great
hopes so.
question. I run back.
Saren follows Meg.
Mel will join.
Haven,
Semi-distracted because she's looking at the scimitar. Still.
Haven pretends to follow and slinks over toward the forge again.
Third time's the charm. Buying?
I have a question. You said your ears flew off, right?
Yes.
Can you hear what your ears are hearing from where it's at?
No. No
Oh.
ears.
Well, I didn't know if I was still connected.
No, they flew off.
Yeah, okay. Um, is the Iker is it used for anything else besides speeding up the vehicle?
What, on weapons?
And what does it do?
Who knows? Many things.
Like weapons on the vehicle or weapons like I hold up my mace?
Any weapon. As long as it hits something, something's bound to happen.
And how many uses do we get from one flask?
Let me see. One flask, one use.
For the vehicle? How about for the weapon?
One flask, one use.
Oh, okay. Sarah, do you want me to buy a flask?
I can buy one flask.
Okay.
I buy one flask.
Alright. You have a flask of demon ichor.
100 gold.
100 gold. He uses his weird tentacle arms to pass you one.
Saren takes it as politely as he can. But
I
it's a
hold-
little icky.
I hold up my hand
Not
and
about the tentacle arm.
will you check my hand?
As you do that, why? Is this a deal?
No, I just want to see what your hands feel like.
Moist.
Oh no.
Is it good moist or bad moist?
Like a mucus.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And his fingers, which connect to the the tentacles, like there's no palm or hand, it's just tentacle with fingers at the ends, just kind of undulate a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I pull my hand back.
You buy? And he holds out one of the ichor flasks.
No, I think one flask I turn over to hi Mel. So he says you can put it on a weapon and it may do something, but it's only one use. But do you want me to buy it for you?
No, I can afford it, but I don't know that I see the
Okay, no problem.
value. I think so.
Okay. Hey, did we lose Haven?
I bet I know where we can find him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You are able to leave one of my favorite one-time appearance NPCs, I'm guessing.
Hey, you never know.
Wait, what was his name? Did we ask for his name?
You guys never asked for his name.
I go back. I'm sorry. My name
Did
is
he have
Matt.
a name tag?
No, he does not have an. He's the only
Shop
one
is
here.
satisfied.
The shop sign is called Iker's Away.
Okay, I go. Hi, my name is Magda. What is yours?
I am Eliak Magda. Why you no buy? 4 times in my store. You look over all the wares. You ask for my hand and skin texture. You ask about ears.
Yeah, I do that.
Mine just says no loitering.
I brought friends though. Then they bought. Saren bought something. So is that okay?
I mean, there is no rules against it. I'm just a little upset.
Oh no, don't be upset. Do you have anything else that I can buy besides the ichor?
No,
Do you have an empty flask I can buy?
no.
How do you get the demon ichor?
People sell it to me,
Oh, and then you sell it back?
and then I sell it for profit.
Okay. That is so cool. Okay, I didn't understand your name. I'm sure I'll find out later. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, if we find any of this, can we bring it back to you?
Yes,
Where do you find it?
demons. Ichor is what they bleed.
This is demon blood.
It's not quite blood. When a demon dies, this is left behind.
Gross.
Yes, it's blood, viscera, other bodily fluids. It's like bile.
Do you have any empty flasks?
No,
Okay.
I
Alright.
think we've taken up enough of this gentleman's time.
I feel like he's got a lot, but you're probably right.
come back with gold or ichor.
Remember where the unicorn was? Was it all devils or was it demons?
Demons.
Oh, maybe we
Demons.
can collect some and then get some gold.
How are we gonna collect it?
Oh,
You don't have any empty flasks.
That's why I asked.
I have a flask with the giant's toenail in it.
That's weird.
Isn't it a potion?
There's other things in that flask.
I drank
It's a
the contents of that potion.
So then the toenail's gone too.
Fine.
got one
Okay,
empty flask.
You're right. I drank the toenail too. I just didn't want you guys to know that. Maybe the toenail's the whole secret to the sauce.
Yes, yes it is.
Like, you drink all the liquid, nothing happens, and you like take the toenail out and you start crunching on it, and then you get the giant strength. Eat it like a Cheeto.
He's for sure heavily marking up that demon ichor, though. So even if we found some, he'd probably give us like 10 gold pieces for it or something.
but we can keep the ichor for ourselves.
We could keep it for ourselves. Yes, that's what
Yes.
I'm saying. If we
Yes.
find demon ichor, we keep it.
Right.
We don't bring it back to that guy.
Right.
I say
We
as I'm
opened the
facing
shop.
away from him.
What if we opened a shop and sold it for 80?
Oh, gee. Hey, I wonder if the smith sells flasks. I don't know. Does he make flasks? Who makes flasks? I go over to the smithing people.
The
Was
spa,
Magda wondering
maybe
that out
sell-
loud?
I wondered that out loud.
Haven kind of mutters under his breath, "Oh, this is gonna go well."
Excuse me?
One of the fire figures will slither over.
Do you sell or make flasks?
No,
Does anybody here sell or make flasks?
No.
In the Okay.
flasks are glass. Find a glass blower. And he moves back towards the forge.
I've seen metal flasks. Hi, Haven.
You just admiring their craftsmanship, Magda?
Well, I came over asking to see if they made flasks, but they said no. You gotta go see the glass blower.
Yeah, I kind of told you that.
Well, yeah, but you weren't there.
You walked right past me. I heard you muttering under your breath about flasks.
Why didn't you say something?
I did. You just didn't hear.
Oh, okay. What you doing here? Are you looking at them working?
I had this idea. If they'd ever let me use the forge, like, maybe I'd make these little trinkets. Like, I don't know. And like every time we take down a demon here, we like tack it into the dead body if the body's there, like as our mark. Like we've been here. Like a calling card. I think that'd be fun.
I wonder. Do you want to go ask Mahadi if he can let us use the forge for like a day?
Haven's very torn. I don't trust him, but I'm sure for the right price, he would let you use the forge. And by you, I mean me.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask.
Oh, it would probably hurt a lot if I asked, to be honest. That's why
Oh,
I have pause.
okay. Um. Well, I have one soul coin left. Do you think it's something that he'll let us do for one soul coin?
I think that soul coin is worth more in other endeavors.
Oh, okay.
Now I just really want to kill some demons.
You want to go demon hunting?
Wouldn't mind sticking this into something. And Mel holds this gorgeous scimitar out that no one has commented on.
Oh, that
We've
looks
been like admiring it this
amazing!
whole time. This brand new gorgeous item, and everyone's just like talking about Demon Anchor and stuff.
It's,
I didn't see that
I
before.
just can't wait until the attunement kicks in on that.
I know, I'm so excited.
that is
No.
really pretty.
May I see it? May I inspect it?
Yeah, for sure. Mel will hand it over.
I want to take a look at this thing. This is fine craftsmanship.
Perfectly balanced, too.
Perfectly balanced, too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get more use out of this than we would have got from that helm.
Demons don't really use their brains anyway. Like, why do you need to inject thoughts into them?
Humans might not. Devils do.
Yeah, but if they're smart, then get all upset.
Perhaps. But, as you are now reunited with perhaps some business ventures in the future, we do have our next ad break coming up here. So, please, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I ask that you let the ads run. They help us here at Will to Witch RP. Another great way of supporting us is direct donations to my Ko-fi, link for that's on screen, or also in our chat room. Donations help keep our games affordable. So, hang out, and we'll see you guys very soon. All right, we're back, and I believe Mel has an intention of sitting for an hour to attune to her new scimitar.
If there is interest from the others in doing other things while we're here, I would not say no to an hour to attune to the scimitar.
Yeah, I go. Hey, after I try to go ahead and talk to Mel and realize I was being an annoying little sister, I go and go. Hey, you know what, Haven? There's one tent we didn't go in. You want to go check it out?
Technically, too, I don't think you've gone into the post office.
Oh, you want to go check those out?
Um, does it look like they make weapons or armor?
I don't know. You want me to go check it out? Come with me.
It's better be worth it.
Okay. Do you have a headache?
I just miss making stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I go over to the to this one. What does it smell like from outside?
Hold on. Let me get it so that way you guys can see this. As you are entering in, it smells like rot and bile. Maybe a little bit of excrement.
Oh, this doesn't smell good, but okay. I go in.
Hobgoblin Warlord.
Alright, yeah, so, as you make your way in, you would see this old, grizzled hobgoblin here, who seems to be attending to the, creatures.
Hello.
As he turns. Oi! You making a purchase?
Oh, what are the stuff that you sell?
Larva.
For what?
Yugoloths.
What are those?
Fiends.
You're selling baby fiends?
Yes,
Why?
it brings me gold.
Oh God, that's. But what do people buy them for?
I don't ask them. They ask if I've got it. If I do, I sell it.
Do you know what people do with them? You don't know what they do with them?
They could be eating them, they could be shoving them in shoes. I don't care.
Do you sell a lot of them?
I sell enough to keep my business going.
But what if they're abusing the baby fiends?
Well, that's on them. No guilt on my conscience.
Do you talk to them?
No.
Can I talk to one? See if they talk back?
They don't. But I won't stop you.
I go to one in a cage. Hello?
These are baby fiends?
They're larvae.
Haven. That feels horrible.
Yeah. You see that there's, like, facial features, but the rest of it is just like a fat worm.
It doesn't tuck back.
He said that it wouldn't, so.
This doesn't seem like our kind of store, Magda, does it?
No, I don't think so either.
As you say this, he looks to you, Haven, and... Are you a fighter?
I mean, I can use my sword effectively.
Are you good at killing things?
I am. And I'm good at making instruments to kill things, too.
I
He
don't
pulls out
care.
his dagger. I made this dagger myself.
I don't care what you make, as long as you can kill a man.
I've killed many men.
This man is different than any man you've killed before. Powerful. Brett leaning into the camera.
Who is this man?
He's the one who runs this operation. If you can kill Mahadi and bring me his head, he slams a bag on the table with his fist still around it. 9 soul coins for you.
He's a lapdog of the Asmodeus.
I know that he is a powerful man, and I know that I hate him.
Why don't you leave?
I can't. I'm in a contract.
Oh,
That's why I require his head.
Okay, yeah, but you know what? 9 soul coin is not enough.
If
Sorry.
it's not enough for you, I will find another adventurer. You can be on your way.
Okay. I turn around and go. I waddle up.
And he looks to you, Haven. The offer is there.
Not going out of my way to do it. But I'll keep that in mind.
I will be traveling with the Emporium as long as Mahoti lives.
Haven will turn to leave as well.
And he just goes back to tending to his farm of larvae.
And I'm outside, like, scraping my shoes to see if it check the bottom of my shoes to see if I stepped on any dung.
If you did, it's not stuck there.
Okay.
You know, Magda, I wonder what he did to get wrangled into a contract that's kept him here.
Do you think everybody that are here have all signed a contract?
Probably.
Do you think if we don't find the thing that Sarah needs, Sarah's gonna end up being in here? Becoming a vendor?
That's an interesting thought. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe if he's lucky he's a vendor, maybe the contract has even worse consequences for failure.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
What do you think would be worse? Being a vendor here for eternity, or just dying?
Okay, dude, does anything happen after you die?
I mean, some people probably come here.
Oh. Well, if you end up here anyway, it doesn't really matter, huh?
I don't think ending up here involves being a vendor. It probably involves being some tormented soul getting eaten and ripped apart by the demons like we saw
Think
before.
I'd rather be a vendor. Because new people come, we get to talk to the new people.
None of these vendors have seemed very excited to talk to us, though.
Yeah, but maybe we can talk to the other vendors while we're during our downtime. Because like Eliac with the flying like off the ears, I have a lot more questions. Although he doesn't seem like he wanted to talk to me anymore. Do you want to go check out that tent? We haven't got in there.
You know, I am kind of curious now. Who's in there?
Okay.
See what kind of chip on their shoulder they might have.
We could just ask him if he's got a contract here too. Okay, I run over.
I have a small question before we get into another conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What is Aaron doing while Mel is attuning to the scimitar and Haven and Magda are going on these wacky adventures?
He's like creepily staring at you across the table.
Saren's sitting and making sure no one bothers Mel since she's kind of occupied, but he's going over all the conditions of the deal in his head to make sure that he didn't miss anything, and there weren't any surprises.
All right.
And as I run by and I go, Saren, they sell baby fiends.
Gross.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go check out over there.
Okay. As you enter, you see a... God, how do I even describe this figure? A bulbous and grotesque figure, missing lips and a nose, with a bald head and small shriveled wings, sat
Oh my god,
watching over everything.
it's he who must not be named.
And you're about to see.
Oh god. Hello?
Hello. I am your proprietor here. I can get you information across the realms.
What kind of information?
What information you have between contacts of yours? I run a courier service and have some spellcasting information for certain services.
If the people that I'm sending it to is keep moving around, can you still do it?
It will be for more expensive if my couriers can't find them.
How about magically, if you don't know what they look like, can you still do it? From our description?
You give me the identity of where you want this to go. You cannot just give me any random person. I need name and location. And if you can give me only one, and it's the name, it will be more expensive.
How much information can we give you to give to them?
A true name will always be enough. But if you can give me just a portion of their name and a description, as well as a location that can be found for them, my imps can make short work of delivering whatever you need to be delivered.
So like a letter, or a sword, or a shield, or some armor.
Whatever my imps can carry can be delivered.
I look over at Haven and I go, Haven, do you want me to give you some privacy?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna go outside, okay? Excuse me. Oh, by the way, can I ask you a question before I leave? Are you bound in here? Like, can you leave? Did you sign a contract?
He gets a disgusted look on his face. How dare you think yourself important enough to ask me questions about my life? You are nothing. Dust upon my toes.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. I'll wait outside. I go outside.
There's some mutterances in Infernal under this thing's breath. Unfortunately, Haven, you don't speak Infernal.
That's fine. Did Magda leave?
Magda's gone.
How much does it cost to get a letter to the plane where I come from? I don't know if I did that right, because I think I might not come from the same plane that I'm thinking of. The normal plane where the mortals come from.
For any parcel that is under £5, standard rate, no matter where it is going to be 1 soul coin. If your parcel is larger, up to a total of £50, 2 soul coins. If you need more secure means than standard, other charges may be incurred.
Okay. I don't have any soul coins right now. But when I get some, I may be back. Thank you.
And he'll give a nod.
Haven will walk out.
I'm like drawing in the sand with my toe on the ground.
What are you drawing?
I don't know. I'm just kind of doodling. He didn't like me.
I think it's because you're asking them questions and they just may not want you to pry, right? They want to sell you things, not tell you their life story.
Yeah, that's probably right. Okay, what do you want to do now? You want to go back to the forge and watch them make stuff?
Kind of.
Okay, yeah, let's go do that. Are you sure you don't want to check to see if Mahadi will let you, like, use the forge for a day with the soul coin?
You know, I thought that maybe I wanted to ask, but after talking to these folks here, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I thought maybe he would be different. Not that I've ever really met any devils, but I don't think you can trust him. In fact, if he's as powerful as he says he is, then he probably didn't get to his level of power by being a fool or
Yeah.
a pushover.
Yeah.
I
Do you
think
want to
that
hold up?
Saren's gonna have to tread very carefully with his new circumstance.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to hold on to my soul coin?
I, those things worry me.
You sure you want me to
Does it,
have it then?
does it make you feel funny?
I hold onto it in my hand and I go, no, I don't feel funnier than I normally do. And I don't think I'm very funny. Let me tell you a joke and see if you tell me if it's funny. What is a 8?
Haven just walks away from Magda.
It's a 0 with the belt, and I run after her.
All right. As you spend some time here, either resting, running around. Eventually an hour passes, and Mel, you are attuned. Do you want to note a little change that happens?
Oh, what happened? Oh, yes. So, the shield that the guard on the scimitar doesn't look like a shield anymore. It looks like the Vryn family crest. I should have been sitting here thinking about what that looks like, but I did not. Because Vryn is not an actual Drow family name. It is a name that I heard somewhere else that I really liked, and it's my love letter to that other thing. And it doesn't actually exist, so there isn't any canon artwork. So I get to make one now, and that means I gotta think about it. Maybe
And
that'll be a future fun fact.
yeah, I was just thinking that could be
Yeah.
a future fun fact. Oh. So, now that you have an attuned sword, some disgruntled vendors, and plentiful memories of watching 3 fire figures run a forge. What would you like to do now?
Haven, why is that guy doing that? How come he's doing that? Is that necessary?
Which
How about
guy?
that one? Oh, the one with the big hammer and the thing. Why is he doing that? And I just ask him random, annoying questions like a little sister. The whole time we're standing there watching until Haven kicks me away.
Oh, that's right. I said I was going to the forge, and I was over there sitting at the table. He will actually entertain some of your questions and try and explain what's going on.
Oh, that's amazing. I listen very intently, trying to learn.
I'm not gonna go nerd out on metallurgy and
Oh my god, I YouTube deep dived into blacksmithing and sword making and armor making and all of that. So I love it. Is water better to quench or is the mineral oil better to quench?
depends on what you're trying to make and the purpose of it.
What if it's a sword?
The player doesn't know the correct answer to that.
Okay. Is a demon ichor like a good one to like submerge it and then quench in there?
I'm sure it's been tried, and it's probably part of some magic ritual to imbue extra properties into the weapons, but I have not learned that. Maybe one day in my travels, I'll be taught how to do that.
Do you remember the first thing you ever made?
Yes.
Are you gonna tell it to me?
No.
Okay. Do you remember the last thing you made?
Yes.
Are you gonna tell me what it is?
takes the dagger from his belt and holds it toward Magda.
Oh, that is so cool. How long did it take you to make that one?
Day.
Oh, have you made a lot of things?
I have.
What did you do with them? Did you sell them, or did you give it away, or did you keep them?
Some of them we just melted back down for the raw metals. I mean, you know, it's not exactly plentiful to just keep using your metal over and over again for practice. So you make something and then melt it down, make something new, melt it down, make something new. But, you know, if you want to make something special, then maybe you use better metal, get some new stuff, make something stick.
That's so cool. If we ever get to a forge and you got time, will you make me something?
If you provide the metals.
Yeah, I was about to say time, but what about the components?
If we ever go back to somewhere, like if we have plenty of metals and the thing, will you make me something cute? I mean, cool.
I think that you would look good with some sort of metal circlet on your head, especially with that new haircut.
Whoa, that is the best thing ever! I checked my head. Is it still standing up? My hair?
Sure.
Okay, that is so cool. Okay, very excited.
Wonder, I didn't see Saren wearing that helmet. Wonder if he still has it. Maybe you could wear that. Although then it might cover up your hair.
I'll wear anything you make me.
Be careful what you wish for, Magda.
Okay. Why?
You'll wear anything I make for you.
Yeah.
What about a reverse bear trap?
What is it?
Someone hasn't watched the Saw movies.
Yeah, I was
Reverse
like,
bear trap.
Yeah, I gotta Google that.
Oh, man, now you guys are gonna get into some of the stuff that I used to watch all the time.
You know, that's kind of like where my
Oh my
mind was going,
God.
though. It's like it's something that like muzzle Magda.
God, no, I used to love the Saw movies. Specifically the original trilogy. Everything after that sort of just kind of fell apart for me.
Magda, do you make anything?
Chaos.
How do you make chaos? It's not a
I don't
thing.
know.
Do you draw? Oh, you were drawing in the sand. Do you draw? Do you write? Do you sing?
Nightingale.
Do you cook?
No.
Didn't like anyone teach you how to make anything?
Well, that's maybe, but it felt like a chore, so I didn't really pay attention. You know how they're like, oh, you're a girl, so you should learn how to cook and learn all these stuff. The traditional Yuan-Ti, holidays and blah blah blah. But I'm like, I'd rather eat the food that you guys make than actually go ahead and make things. And then every time I try to cut things, I got all these cuts on my fingers, and they're like, oh, you're getting blood all over our food. So
Actually,
no.
I don't know what traditional Yuan-Ti does. Where I
It's a lot
come
of meat.
from, girls don't cook. They smith, just like the men do.
Oh, that's really cool.
Everyone cooks. Everyone survives.
There you go.
No, my house, the girls actually were in the kitchen and doing the cooking, and the guys were outside in the grill and trying to grill stuff. I think I like the being on the outside with the guys better than the being in the grill and cooking stuff inside.
Where I come from, the men raid villages and kill all the inhabitants.
Oh, okay. That's that's fantastic. I don't know why my voice went that high. Okay. Oh, okay. But didn't you run out of villages to do that?
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yet.
Okay. Yet? Even.
Well, I'm sure at some point they would expect me to. But I'm not there, I'm here.
That's so sad. What do you think people do with the baby fiends?
Baby? Oh, I think you said baby beans.
No, fiends.
Honestly, maybe you should ask Mel what was on the menu of the Infernal Rapture.
I immediately rushed over to Mel. Mel!
Yeah.
Do they serve baby fiends larvae on the menu at the Infernal Spa?
I mean, maybe that's like a soup of the day thing. It wasn't on the menu I looked at, but there was plenty of other equally horrifying, like, sentient beings that were on that menu.
I think we should go.
Yeah, I'm down to leave this place.
Yeah, Haven wants to
back in a
go
world
kill
where
some.
violence is allowed.
Yeah, Haven wants to kill some demons. And we gotta go
I'm
find
down
the
for
arm.
killing some demons.
And we gotta go back and tell Red Ruth about the spot thing we made for her, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sure she's waiting. And we had, while she's gone, we're supposed to hang out there and watch the place, right?
That is correct.
Oh, that's right. I
So
hope
we
she
could have
doesn't
been
prefer
doing
her.
all this there instead.
No.
Oh,
Well, we have to go ahead and talk to the vendors and check things out.
We got this out of it. And
Yeah, okay.
the little demon
We-
Iker bottle.
we did learn a few things. I'll tell you about it when we're on the way back.
I almost expected I'll tell you about it when you're older.
I was thinking the same thing.
Alright.
Should we hit the trail then?
Do we know how to get back?
Does the Wandering Emporium move while you're in it?
No.
Is it gonna spit us out somewhere different?
No. So the Wandering Emporium, those infernal machines that you see, the vehicles behind, that's what the Wandering Emporium is on when they're not parked.
Traveling circus. Or a caravan. Okay.
I was hoping that that's what it was, but we're in the hells. And there's a pocket dimension for a spa, so I had to clarify.
If only this was Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
If only. We can make that happen, though. Not this campaign, but
Descent into Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
I mean, that could be a cool crossover. That might be something that I give some thought to.
Even Locke was reacting.
So, with that, do you make your way out?
Yeah, let's get to the vehicles and head back to Ruth.
And you can, hit your key fob, find where they're parked.
Oh my god, I used to do that all the time. At a big parking lot, I have no idea where it parked. Beep beep.
These things just do just a soft scream in the distance.
Yeah.
Maybe
that
we could mod
ours?
ours to have the different
there-
sound.
I was gonna say, is there an aftermarket scream and on ours?
Well,
Prop.
these vendors weren't selling them unless you could do it with one of those larvae or something, like hook it up somehow. It's like 2 electrodes stuck into the larva, and then you hook it up to some juice, and the larva screams.
Find a Lemure. Just tie it to the front.
As if we're walking out, I ask, "Do you think I should buy the larva fiend and then set it free outside?"
Well, Magda, what do you think will happen to it?
I don't know.
You think it might grow up and come back and try and kill you?
Why would it kill me? I set it free.
You think it would remember?
Oh, I
Or
don't
you
know.
think it would be hungry?
Oh, okay.
Do you think the other ones would be jealous? It's like, how come we're here?
Oh, yeah, I don't want them to feel left behind. Okay. Okay.
It's all or none.
Excuse me, how much is it to buy all of them? No. Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
We didn't ask the price of the larva, did we?
You did not. Alright.
We'll be back.
So, as you return to the brambles. Let me.
You got her all 3, right? We paid 3 soul coins.
Yeah, you paid 3.
Yeah.
So, you make the distance, the travel across, and arrive back at the center as you recall the way through. It's not changed or anything like that. So, you find yourself coming back to Red Ruth's lair.
Oh, I love what she's done with the place.
Oh, we didn't see this last time.
No, I didn't have this last time.
What?
I told you, I got this is new.
Oh, is it like a new map pack you got?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Was Mahadi's thing new too then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
So, find yourselves how you wish.
Why? No, I'm nervous.
What? It's a map! Why wouldn't I have you arrange yourselves as you wish? Don't be in the bone brambles.
Magda learned the hard way.
Don't make me slurp you back in.
So who? I think Mel negotiated the contract for the
Did.
spa day.
Hold on, I
Yeah.
need to get water for this voice.
So, have you returned with this appointment?
Yeah, we've got you all set up. We're pretty much going to take you whenever you get there. Paid in advance, of course. And we signed you up for, the usual And then we also noted in the past that you've also had the rejuvenation and longevity treatment, and we went ahead, signed you up for that as well.
There's a sort of narrowing of her eyes.
Kindness does not happen very often down here. Sounds like some angling bait. We'll see how well this service is to see if your hawk has caught anything. And that my abode still is here after my visit.
We'll watch over the place. Is there anything in particular that we should be watching out for?
Anything that looks wrong? Spirits? Enemies?
All right.
Excuse me, I have a question. How do we know they're your enemies and not your friends?
Because they're here. I have no friends.
But that's so sad. Do you want to be my friend?
Friends can turn to enemies very quickly. As quick as one turns their back.
Okay, that sounds very... Okay, hello.
Alright. So. With that, Red Ruth will, what will she do? How will she get out of here?
A magic carpet of woven bones.
No. She is going to head into her little bone hovel, and as she returns, it is with a broom made of different bones, and she climbs atop it and will begin to levitate off the ground and fly off.
When she's gone, Mel's gonna look to the rest and be like, "Did you see, like, the stank eye that she gave me when I said that I signed her up for the extra treatment?"
Yeah, there was some distrust there, or maybe she didn't feel like she needed it, but then she thought like, oh well, she thought I needed it, kind of. I'm not sure.
I mean, she does need it, and I'll be the first one to tell her that. So,
Maybe she'd respect the honesty. Can Theron take a lap through her bone hovel just to see if there's any magical artifact hands laying around? I don't want to touch anything.
God, can you imagine?
No magic artifact hands, but more than a few actual hands. Just normal hands. In various states of decay.
Fantastic.
Out. Yeah, that checks out. Theron, did Hadi give you the name of the artifact? Like, how are we gonna know when we find it? Were you given a description? Did he send you like a vision? Did he give you a name? Like, how, or is it just a magical hand artifact?
He did tell you it was a left hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
that narrows down to half of the magical hand artifact. Except
That's
there are.
not bad. That's not bad, right?
Is it like a humanoid hand, or is it like fiendish hands with like
If you see any weird looking hands,
just
let me
point it out?
let me
Okay.
know. And I guess I
Is
could
it
ask
a
him
you'll
at this
know it
point.
when you see it?
Generally,
Like
I imagine
one of those?
yeah, most of these things are kind of like that. I feel like if someone else is in possession of it, it'll stick out.
Oh, do you think it's like attached to somebody?
I don't know, but like maybe it's just hanging like around their neck or on their belt or something.
That's an interesting look. Uh, yeah.
Well, is it raining?
No, it seems like the rain is on its way out currently.
Is it cold?
No, it's, there's a chill wind, but it makes it like a normal mild temperature with how hot the hells are.
So lighting a fire for warmth is unnecessary.
It is very unnecessary. But you can do it for, like, emotional support. Like, if you want an emotional support fire.
Nah. I'm just gonna kind of take a lap around the edge of this area and just kind of look into the bone brambles for anything that looks unpleasant. Extra
The whole
unpleasant.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, unnecessarily unpleasant, I suppose.
Over and above the general unpleasant.
Why don't you give me perception?
How about a natural 20?
As you're looking, there's not much more than the general unpleasantness that you have noticed. At least not that you see. However, as you're making your patrol, you would hear something. And do I have it? Here it is. As you hear that, the rest of you would hear a crunch. Whine of snapping wood. And another. Something large is getting closer.
Which direction do I hear that from?
The large crunch is coming from the south, where the opening is.
Oh. What about the screech?
The screech comes from the southeast.
Oh, two different direction.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Something's coming from this way, and I'll point to the southeast.
Hello, get behind us, yeah. Saren, I don't think you should be up front.
It's coming from this direction also.
Oh, we got two people? Okay, that is not great.
And as you hear these different sounds, we'll have to see what's coming for you in our next session. So hang out. Nope, we're ending this. So please, follow us here on Twitch for our live streams. But until then, I do want to say thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I'll see you, of course, in our next stream. Until then, you can head over to willtowitch.com, check us out there. Join us in our Discord. It's where we host all of our games, and you can just keep up to date with our announcements. Like I said earlier, Twitch here, subscribe. It's where we've got all of our live streams, or you can head over to YouTube for our VODs. But until our next episode, it'll be a see you later.